Number 27, Toronto Maple Leafs. Top players, Dano, Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Riley. Goalies, Anderson, McElhenney, and prospects, Sandin. So common theme here, all Toronto Maple Leafs. And if we look at the good, he's got all-star talent with one of the best cores in the league. So really hard to beat this in terms of having players with more high-end talent. Um, where Toronto loses is that his support cast is on forward and defense is rather thin. So you see all these guys, but then you look at the rest of his roster and it's littered with 2 and 3 point players. So he needs to find a way to get more 4 point forwards and 3 point defensemen. Try to get at least one more 4 point defender if he's really thinking about playoffs and making a serious move to contention, in my opinion. Uh, so the other good thing though, minutes equals points, so he's getting lots of minutes with Anderson. So pretty average in terms of goaltending. Prospects are thin, so that's one of the other knocks outside of the weak support cast. Does have the 14th overall, so it can build into this. But if it was me, looking at his cap issues, he's got a couple players re-signing and that have already re-signed to contracts here. So he's already over cap, so he's going to have to address that. Can do it by packaging the 14th with Marner, trying to find a player with less cap hit than him. Should be pretty easy to find someone like that. The trade I think I would do would be targeting someone like Draisaitl with Marner with the 14th overall. So Marner 14 plus maybe Sandin would get you Draisaitl, save you 2.5 million in cap, I think, or no, 2 million in cap, get you a better player. So then again, it thins you out, but you still have lots of liquid here. But I mean, got to find a way to make yourself better and more thicker, I guess. Maybe that's not the trade then for, but I don't know, just an idea, spitballing here. That's what we do on the channel. So overall cap analysis or draft analysis is that he's got cap issues, so he may look to address packaging the 14th, but he could just outright keep it, build the prospects, and I mean that's not a bad play either. Just um, maybe he might even look to move up and get a more concrete prospect that might be able to make the jump this year. So package 14 with his first or with Sandin, maybe you can jump into 7 or 8. Get yourself someone like Holtz or Sanderson who might be playing next year, and then you're really looking at a team that could really contend. But yeah, right now just too many Toronto players, I think, on my team. So he gets 300 points when Toronto pops off, and then the next week he could look at 200 points, 175, just because Toronto takes a cold week, or maybe one bad game by Toronto, and then he's kind of sunk. So I think he's got a lot of issues to address on the roster. It's not like he doesn't have a lot of good pieces to work with here. Just um, there's a reason why he didn't make playoffs, and he's got to do some work about it. I don't know what that is, but each to their own. But yeah, Toronto Maple Leafs, one of the more interesting teams moving forward right now. Yeah, Leafs.